Welcome to North of the Broad. I'm your host, Robin Zimmerman. We're bringing you our show from downtown Beaufort at the Pat Conroy Literary Center. We've got a great lineup of guests, so stay tuned. Welcome to North of the Broad. I'm your host, Robin Zimmerman. We're bringing you our show from the Pat Conroy Literary Center in downtown Beaufort. And our first host is Commodore Brian Patrick. Welcome, Commodore.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
And he is here to talk about the Beaufort Water Festival, which is in its 64th year, biggest event in this area. It is going to be in July. We're going to get into the details, but first, again, welcome. Let's talk about the pre-festival events that will be going on, Commodore.
Okay, well, most people are familiar with the 10 days that we do during July, right. But we do have quite a few pre-festival events that we host for people. And the next one that's coming up is a sailing regatta, which is going to be Memorial Day weekend at the Beaufort Yacht Sailing Club. So if you have a boat, a sailboat.
So anybody can be involved?
Yeah, if you have a sailboat, just get in contact with us at the Beaufort Yacht Sailing Club and get you signed up, and you can participate in that. Right. Early June, which is June 8th, is the fishing tournament. Of course, on that Friday is the registration for everybody. You come out to the shed in Port Royal. You can sign up, register your team. Fishing all day Saturday, and of course on Sunday we'll have the awards ceremony and of course the banquet, serving low country boils. So that's always a good time.
Sounds exciting.
And then June 15th and 16th, which is the following Saturday, Sunday, is our golf tournament. That's going to be out at Fripp Island. It's always a good time out at Fripp. And then on June 29th will be our cornhole tournament, and that's an ever-growing event, so we're looking forward to that as well.
Okay. So you're the Commodore for this particular year.
Yes. And
what does that mean, and what is your role, Brian?
So the Commodore is kind of like the, think of it as the kind of the face.
Okay.
The one that's, you know, it's a board votes to see who's going to be the person to kind of run the event.
I see.
So you do many years of volunteer work, and then you kind of work your way up.
Cool.
And, so my responsibilities are pretty much doing the yeses and nos of everything, and making sure all the checks are in the box and everything that goes smoothly.
Wow, and you have a background in the military. You were in the Marine Corps. So.
I did 20 years, and so the logistics of it comes
easy to you. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, black and white, very good. Okay, so I was on the website, as I told you earlier this morning, and I just could not believe the 10 days and every different event in so many exciting variety of events for children and for families and for adults. So let's talk about, what about the theme this year? So
the theme this year, so being in our 64th year, for 63 years, a lot of the good ones have been taken. Right. So it's you try to be creative and kind of go with the vision that the current Commodore has. My vision this year was really to focus on the basics of what the festival is about, and it's all about the community, and it's all about the people in the community that put it on. A lot of people are not, I won't say a lot of people, but there's still a few people that are not really sure who does this, who puts it on. Right. And we are your neighbors, we're your law enforcement, your firefighters, your military. We're just regular members of the community that volunteer to put this together. Right. So when I was trying to wrap all that up into some type of theme for the community, by the community, seemed to fit very well. So
when you say there's so many community volunteers, how many volunteers actually put this 10-day event on?
At the end of the day, when we look at all the events and everything we did throughout the year, it's over 400.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow.
A lot of people.
I love that theme. And then the t-shirt reflects the theme as well.
Yes. So this year's t-shirt was designed by Michael Arnett. He works at the Visual Arts Department at Well Branch.
Okay.
He's a South Carolina native. So I wanted something not too extravagant, not really overboard, just something real basic. And one of the best nights for us and for so many people is the fireworks show and opening ceremony. Yeah. And it's kind of, for me in the past, that's been the moment when, kind of like it transitioned, all the planning that we've done throughout the year, we get to that point when the fireworks go off, at least for me, it's kind of the first moment where you can just go, take a breather, and then all that planning and everything takes over. The actual event. So when I say for the community, by the community, that separation, where that split is for me, is that fireworks show, and so that's how it kind of ties in together.
Wow, and then there's an air show, and there's a skiing show also that week, and then I thought this was a children's toad fishing tournament?
Yes, first Saturday, and it's a very popular event. Yes, you know, when you go fishing, usually when you catch a toadfish, you're like, ah, but that's the highlight.
Okay.
You know, it's what you're going for, and all the parents come out with their children.
Neat.
And we have, you know, all the fishing rods are out there, and it's really a great time to see the parents and the families out there and see the young ones getting into the sport.
Right.
So.
And so, cost, for those that might not know, is there a fee? Is it mostly free for everyone, or?
So all the day events,
yes.
You know, it's wide open, everything's free. So some of the nights are free, some of them, you know, it comes with a charge, but opening ceremonies is free. Concert in the park would be, that's a $30 night. We're going to have 3 main acts, so, you know.
Right.
And then we have a Hometown Tuesday, which is a free night. And then, of course, the rest of the nights are $10 to $15. So we try to make it very, you know, easy for people to be able to participate.
Right. And in our final minute, anything really new this year that kind of separates it from the past?
You know, that's one thing. Commodore
decades?
is a lot. They try to, you know, what are we going to do different this year? I'm a fan of, you know, if it's not broke, why fix it?
Right.
And it's been very successfully over the years of what we've done. The only slight change we made this year was moving the ski show, which used to be on a Saturday. We moved it to Sunday to coordinate with the Family Day for Children's Day.
Right.
Thought that fit better. So.
And then the last day on July 21st is the Blessing of the Fleet and the Parade of Boats.
Yes.
I mean, I would think that would be spectacular.
You know, it's great because we never know what we're going to get. You just show up.
Wow.
You come in, you line up, and make 2 passes. And some people get very creative with decorations and with, you know, with what they broadcast out there. So it's always a wonderful time.
Well, again, the 64th annual Beaufort Water Festival. The middle of July, as it has been every year. Thank you so much, Commodore, for being with us.
Thank you.
For the community, by the community. I love that theme. That really, again, brings it all together. Good work, and we'll see you all at the Water Festival. We'll be right back.
Thanks.